of this passage. Amen. David, yes, is on the run from his enemies, and he's prevented from going into the sanctuary to be in the presence of the Lord in Jerusalem. But brothers and sisters, what he desired more than anything was to be in the presence of the Lord. Listen to him again. He said, one thing I desire of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. Tell the truth, when stressors come into your life, when stressors come into a lot of folks' life, the last place they want to be is in the church. Or even in the presence of the Lord. No, they see their problems, and their problems become bigger than their God, and so they become consumed with that thing or that person who is causing trouble for their lives. They end up in depression. But David, my brothers and sisters, he loved the presence of the Lord. He loved the house of the Lord. Notice now his determination to be in God's presence. He said, one thing I desired, one thing that will I seek after. It's one thing to desire. All of us have desire. But it's another thing to seek after. Amen. You see, you can't get what you want just because you got a desire. You got to be willing to go after that thing that you desire in order to have it for yourself. My brothers and sisters, I don't know about you, but David delighted himself in the fellowship, in communion with God, my brothers and sisters. And if you're going to get what God has for you, not only must you desire it, you must go after it. Amen. You see, it was the presence of the Lord, David knew, that would cause gladness of his heart. He said in Psalm 122:1, I was glad. The brother read that earlier. I was glad when they said unto me, come, let us go into the house of the Lord. But see, David knew and he understood that if he made his way into the presence of the Lord, there were some things that he was going to be able. And one of those things is to behold the beauty of the Lord, the pleasantness, the goodness of God. David wanted to be in God's presence because he knew that in the presence of the Lord there was fullness of joy and pleasures forevermore. I wonder where we get our pleasure from. I tell you, I love to eat and I get pleasure from that, but my brothers and sisters, food is temporary. I need something that's substantial more than just food. A little older we looking for in church other than God. It may have been a girl, it may have been a song that the choir sang. Y'all ain't gonna pray with me up in here this morning. But now if you know God for yourself and you know that you'll meet him there, you don't mind coming to God's house. You don't mind getting up in the morning, that dress might be, and make your way to God's house. Why? Because there is something about being in the presence of God that fills your soul with peace, that fills your soul with a degree of faith, that fills your soul with some joy. Can I get a witness up in there? I don't know about you, but I get joy being in the presence of the Lord. Amen. I take joy in seeing the saints of God enjoying the presence of God. That lets me know I can run home and see what the end is going to be. Because David communed with God and desired to be in the presence of God, he was given the assurance that one day his head would be lifted up above his enemies that were round about him. He would be even given the opportunity to return to the temple of God and offer up the sacrifices of joy and sing praises unto his God. There's nothing like communion with God. I'm here to let you know, if you draw near to God, God will draw near to you. Amen. And drawing near to God, you will experience his provision. God specializes in making a way. God will lift you up if you come into his presence. Can I get a witness up in here this morning? I get excited when I'm